Alrighty, so for this week, we have an anime called Erased.
Right.
The name of it. We have episode 1.
So what's it about?
You'll see.
Okay. Oh no,
It's not bad. Not bad.
I hope not.
Not like that, no. It's more of a mystery type.
Goddamn goblins run trains everywhere. takes a little out of your soul.
A little bit, yeah. This is more of a mystery style anime.
My kind of story.
So episode 1 is called Flashing Before My Eyes.
Who's just I think he's someone whipping his dick.
Somebody's flashing before his eyes.
He's like, oh no,
Not again. It's already happened 3 times today. No more.
by the same guy too.
Just keep running in front of me.
He's fucking finding me.
All right, so episode 1. In the year 2006, Satoru Fujinuma is a 29-year-old struggling mangaka in Chibi who occasionally experiences a phenomenon he calls revival. When a fatal accident is about to occur near him, he is sent a few minutes back in time to prevent it via seeing a bright blue glowing butterfly that flies beside him.
That's wild.
He uses this involuntary ability to save a boy from a runaway truck, though he is hospitalized for a few days as a result.
What do you fucking slam him to the ground?
No, he actually jumped into the truck and
Oh, he injured.
he
I
got
thought the kid got. I thought like
No.
grabbed the kid and just slammed him into a mailbox.
no, he got hurt,
I saved you, kid, and he broke his neck anyway.
and he does it all the time. Like he saves
Just gets injured all the time.
like randomly just hurt.
At that Wolverine healing factor at home.
No, he's in there with casts and shit. As he recovers, his coworker Ari Katagiri praises him for his life-saving efforts. Later, he is visited by his mother, Sachiko, who reminds him of an incident that happened 18 years ago in his hometown of Hokkaido.
It's 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
An adult named Jun Shiratori, or Yuki, nicknamed Yuki.
Yo, Mo.
Not Yuki.
I know. It's gonna be like that for the whole episode now.
It's that way for all of them. Every time I say Yuki or Yukio, it's all...
Get out of it.
Whom Satoru, God, if I can even talk right now. Satoru,
Listen to me talk.
Toru had trusted, was arrested for the kidnapping and murder of 3 local children,
Yeesh.
2 of which were Satoru's classmates. The next day, as Satoru experiences another revival, Sachiko takes note of a man who seemingly attempted to kidnap a child. Looking into the matter, Sachiko deduces that the man was the true killer of the from 18 years ago. But before she can inform anyone, she is murdered in Satoru's apartment.
Fuck.
Just as
Mom?
Yeah.
Damn.
just as Satoru, God, if I'm fucking that name up, Satoru, yeah, I'm getting it right, cool. Discovers Sachiko's body and is accused of killing her.
Oh, fuck.
Yes. His revival ability, for the first time, goes overboard by sending him sending his 29-year-old consciousness all the way back to 1988
Oh,
when he was an 11-year-old elementary student in Hokkaido.
fuck.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than being a child with an adult brain.
Yes. So right before the police catch him and say he was the one that murdered his mother, his ability sent him back all the way in time.
See that's like even though it's like a really mystical thing happening,
Mhm.
it's relatable because of course it would be so much beefed up because of his mom dying. You know what I mean? Like if it was some random kid, like he gets pushed back thousands of years.
Yeah.
But like he got put, like his mom dies, so he's like, I'm gonna all the way back and make sure I catch this motherfucker
Yep.
before any of this ever happens.
So episode 2 is called Palm of the Hand. As Satoru becomes bewildered with the situation he is put in, he finds comfort in being able to see his mother again. Realizing being sent to this period by revival is connected to Sachiko's future murder. Satoru takes notice of Kaio Hinazuki, one of his classmates, who was killed by the serial kidnapper, noticing a bruise on her leg. Upon the suggestion of his friend Kenya Kobayashi, Satoru reads an essay written by Kaio, which further hints at her troubled life at home. Wanting to understand Kaio more, Satoru decides to invite her to his birthday party, hoping to change the future so that she will not be killed this time.
Okay.
So he's trying to change things just enough that these murders don't start again.
I would have been like, damn, I should have fucking memorized some lottery ticket winnings.
Episode 3 is called Birthmark. During an ice skating race against his classmate, Satoru holds back from winning to avoid inadvertently trying to change the future. So he's trying to not butterfly effect shit.
But he has to save these two girls. They're friends.
I guess he's trying not to change it too much. Because
That's a drastic change, though.
yeah.
That's the first inconsistency for me. Like, you have to change it anyway. I might as well just do whatever.
Yeah. Angering the classmate and disappointing Kaio. After learning that Kaio's birthday is on the same day as his, March 2nd, Satoru deduces that she will be abducted on March 1st.
Okay.
As the abduction was in March, but before her birthday.
I would hate to get sent back in time. Because, like, as much as you know now, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you're like, I don't remember shit. You know what I mean? Like, what day is it? Fuck. Like, you think, like, people like, oh, if I could go back in time, like, but you won't remember half of the stuff, the dates, the year, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when did this happen? Oh, fuck.
That's like, there's that meme that goes around too where somebody gets sent back in time into a primitive world and they can speak the language, but they say, yes, this cell phone has all the information in the world.
I don't have any service, though.
But how does it work?
Fuck. Oh, yeah, like, I don't actually know how it works. Do you guys have a charger, by the way?
That's how most people would be now. All right, so he deduces that since she was killed in March, but it was before her birthday is March 2nd, so it has to be March 1st for her to be abducted and killed.
What day is it now for him?
It's
Did it
before his birthday at this point. So
When's his birthday?
same day as her.
Same day as hers?
March 2nd.
So it's his birthday's close. So I guess it's logically consistent. Like, if she got kidnapped before her birthday, they got the same birthday.
Mhm.
It had to be somewhere between now and the first.
Exactly.
He's right on that, yeah.
Yep. And they know that she was abducted in March. He remembers that, but he didn't know when in March. But since it's before her birthday, he knows that.
Right, because he was a kid. He wouldn't really think about it till he got
Exactly.
older.
He just remembers that it was in March.
Right. I had a real sad birthday for some reason. Don't remember why.
Satoru spends time with Yuki, still convinced that he is not the kidnapper from the future.
Mhm.
Afterwards, Satoru finds Kaio beaten up in her mom's shed. Learning of the full nature of her abusive relationship with her mother, Akemi. The next day, Satoru speaks with his teacher, Gaku Yashiro, who explains now he has suspected Akemi of abuse for almost a year, but hasn't been able to find proof to convict her.
Her fucking beaten up body isn't proof enough?
But like, there's not, like, she hides it.
Oh, don't do that, kid.
Yeah.
You gotta tell somebody.
Later, Satoru stands up for Kaio when she is accused of stealing the class's lunch money before taking her up to the mountain to show her a frost-laden Christmas tree.
Frost-laden Christmas tree.
Mhm.
Sounds very delightful to see, actually.
Yeah.
There's like little tinges of frost on the tree.
So that tells you what time of the year it is. You asked what time of the year it's.
Damn, it's goddamn
December.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Damn, he's got months.
Yeah.
Months to figure this shit out.
Yes. Next episode is episode 4, Accomplishment is the name of it. With help from Sachiko, Satoru manages to invite Kaio out with him to the local science center. During the outing, Satoru feels a sense of deja vu, becoming worried that he's repeating the same things that had happened in his previous life, or the previous time around. Like, everything's going exactly.
Did he get kidnapped before? He got kidnapped after her, right?
He never got kidnapped.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
I thought he was one of 3, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't one that was actually kidnapped.
Okay.
No.
Hmm.
But he knows the people that were. Like,
Alright.
he had his mom. So, like, his mom was there and she took care of him.
Right.
So he never was abducted.
Okay.
After March 1st, the day Kaio originally disappeared passes without incident.
Oh.
Both Satoru and Kaio are able to celebrate their birthday the next day, with Satoru confident he has managed to change history. The following day, however, Satoru is shocked to find Kaio has not come to school.
Oh, God dang it. Is this like a solve it yourself mystery, or does it does it make it too like ambiguous for you to solve it yourself? Like, is there enough clues? You're like, wait, I know who it is.
There are enough clues for the most part.
Okay.
Like, you should be able to kind of figure it out if you're paying a lot of attention,
Mhm.
but it does give you the answer at the end.
Okay.
So, at the end of the season. Because it was I think they made a movie of it too, like an anime movie,
Well, like,
where it's more condensed.
yeah, they cut
Yeah.
down all the.
But then they had the series, which is a 12-episode series.
Okay.
Episode 5 is called Getaway. As Satoru becomes angry that he is not able to make a difference about Kaio's disappearance, another schoolgirl goes missing several days later.
Damn, he's fucked up already.
Yeah.
There's 2 and 3. Yeah, they've done jack shit.
After witnessing Akame throw out Kaio's belongings, Satoru, he suddenly finds himself back in 2006.
Oh shit,
So back into the future again.
that's wild.
Still under suspicion of Sachiko's murder and forced to go on the run from the police.
Damn.
So yeah, he's like trying to figure out like why can I not figure this out?
So I'm guessing why they sent him back into the future. He's gonna have to figure out to get some information, and then somebody gets knocked back into the past. Is what I'm thinking would happen. That's what I would do.
Yeah,
Is like, okay, so now I'm in the future.
like a subconscious type thing.
Well, like, it'd be like a checklist in my head. Like, okay, so I just got knocked back into my present time. So let me go to the fucking library, read some newspapers, find out dates and times, and then if I get knocked back into the past, I'll be more prepared.
More prepared. Yeah. Satoru, he soon comes across Irie, which is one of his coworkers, who believes him to be innocent and lets him stay at her house, where he learns the details of Kaio's disappearance did change slightly because of his actions.
So he did work. It did work a little bit.
Mm-hmm. The next day, Satoru investigates as much as he can. Irie stops her manager from reporting Satoru to the police. Later that night, after helping him hide elsewhere, Irie receives a text from Sachiko's phone before becoming trapped in a house fire.
Well, so
she becomes trapped in a house fire.
Well, at this point, it's going to be to seem like the manager of Sachi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because that's the only person she talked to, and who knew that what's his name face was in communication
Contact with. Yeah.
So right now, the main subject for me is the manager.
Yeah.
Of his job.
Episode 6 is called Grim Reaper.
Well, that sounds so wholesome.
Coming across the burning house, Satoru rushes in to save her, who slips the phone into his pocket before the manager takes over the rescue. Finding the message left on...
What the hell is he doing there?
I don't know.
It is the fucking manager. You know, goddamn way. I've read too many stories. I know who it is. Go ahead.
Finding the message left on her phone, he calls a number that Sachiko had left behind, arranging a meeting with a journalist acquaintance of hers named Sawada. Sawada tells him about the last phone call he received from his mother, in which she claimed to know who the true kidnapper was, but was unable to tell him before she was killed. So this journalist...
Wait, so the mom knew when did she figure out who was the man?
I think it was episode 1, whenever...
What did she see that she figured out?
She seen somebody trying to kidnap another kid.
And seeing that guy reminded her...
Of who the... She said that it was the same guy.
So she remembers the same guy.
Because she's like, I remember him.
Remember him? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, because what she had said was... she takes note of a man who seemingly attempted to kidnap a child.
Why go to police?
I think she moved over to go get somebody to track this guy down.
Okay.
And then looking into the matter, she deduces that the man was the true killer from 18 years ago.
That's interesting.
So she figured it out.
Yeah.
His mother figured it out before anybody else.
So it had to be someone she knew, because that means she's seen the killer before.
Exactly.
Okay. So someone from the hometown, who's now in the city as well.
Yep.
You're making my brain go on detective mode, right? You can tell what I'm doing.
Oh, I know.
Thanks a lot. Go ahead. Keep going.
So she was basically going to be getting a hold of this journalist, and she's like, look, I'm going to tell you who it is, but she was killed.
Journalist? Bitch, go tell the fucking police. What do you mean a journalist?
Probably because she didn't have actual physical proof.
I still have, hey, go watch him. To do something. You know, you can tell him to do something.
Sawada also explains that the reported details surrounding Kaio's death, noticing Yuki's framing matches with another kidnapping incident in a nearby town, and deducing the kidnapper was the one who killed Sachiko.
So if there's multiple, then either he's a traveler, like a salesman or something, or because if he's traveling like constantly, then to different cities to kill people, it's weird. I know some serial killers that he was so meticulous, like he would plan his killings out years in, like months in advance, and he would travel to the place, leave the gear there, and then come back months later to kill somebody. And the only reason he got caught is because he used somebody's credit card, like a fucking dumbass. But he was like this guy would go years planning killings. Like he would leave his kill gear at the location he was going to kill somebody, and then come back like a year later.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like this guy was incredibly meticulous, and he just made that one.
Use the credit card
one stupid mistake. He sounds like that type of killer that like travels to different places to kill people.
So while Satoru, he looks up Sawada's findings on the kidnapping incident, including a list of previous suspects. Sawada goes to the hospital to meet with Irie, only to discover that her mother has swapped places with her so that she can prove Satoru's innocence. So this girl's mom swapped places with her at the hospital,
Right.
so that way she could try to help Satoru.
That girl's thirsty. she wants that D.
So she meets Satoru, informing him of a mysterious man named Nishizono, who may have been responsible for the fire, but the police arrive and arrest him.
Okay.
They arrest Satoru.
So they got a red herring.
Yes.
Okay.
As he is taken away, Satoru, he spots the man he saw leaving his apartment on the night of his own mother's murder.
Same guy?
Same guy. He notices him.
Maybe a cop.
While he's being taken away basically by the police, he notices this guy.
So I got either it's a copycat or it's the apprentice of the real killer and kidnapper.
Mm-hmm.
One of those, because there's no way it would be it was just this guy already.
Yeah. So episode 7 now.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Out of Control. So determined not to let things end the way it is, Satoru, he successfully triggers his revival through sheer willpower,
Nice.
returning to February 28th, 1988.
Damn.
So 3 days before his
He
birthday.
gets back there and he fucking shits himself from the day after. Like, oh, those are the little stuff I would add just to make it a little lighthearted.
The fractured butthole.
Like he just blows his asshole out.
During school the next day, Kenya confronts Satoru about Kayo's situation at home, admitting that he has known for a while about the domestic violence and offers his assistance. Following the birthday party on March 2nd, Satoru, he throws a rock through Yuki's window to bring about the police, providing Yuki with an alibi for his whereabouts. Because this is the guy that originally in episode 1, he's the person that they said it was the killer of all these kids beforehand. Because he was he's like an eccentric guy. Like he was older, but he like talked and played with kids.
That's a pedophile if I ever heard one.
I think it was more of like he's just not mentally.
Oh, he's mentally deficient.
A little bit, yeah.
So
like he's not doing it out of violence.
He's more childlike. Okay.
Like he's very, very childlike, and he's nice to all the kids.
Yeah.
Like he shows them how to like fly planes and stuff. It's not anything creepy or really, really weird.
Well, yeah, mostly when it's mental deficiency, they're not as those thoughts would never enter their head anyway.
Like I don't think he's dumb. He's just like cognitively, he's not thinking
limited. Yeah.
Like he's wanting to be friends with these people, but he's not doing it out of
like a Forrest Gump type.
Kind of, yeah.
Just like friendly, just because that's
just who he is. So he throws a rock through this dude's window as a kid, so that way he has a police alibi showing where he is in the future. He provides the alibi for his whereabouts. Afterwards, Satoru, he seeks out Akemi and comes close to pushing her down some stairs, but is stopped by Kenya, who convinces him to choose a different course of action. Instead, Satoru, he decides to abduct Kayo with her permission, taking her to an abandoned bus to hide out for a few days until she is confirmed to be safe. On the night of March 3rd, however, an unknown intruder enters the bus while Kayo is sleeping.
Okay.
And that's how the episode ends for that one.
Well, damn, cliffhanger.
Episode 8 is called Spiral. So Kayo, she manages to hide from the intruder who exits the bus, leaving behind a footprint on a box he has kicked. The next evening, as Yashiro goes with some people to find to the child consultation center to investigate Kayo's house, Kayo tells Satoru that the others about the previous night's intruder. So since they left her in the bus to hide out, because he got her permission to leave her there, and then the next day she's telling them all about it. Looking into
how does this killer keep finding these people?
Well, he didn't know that she was there.
He didn't?
No.
So what was he doing on the bus to begin with?
So looking into the rucksack that was left behind, they find tools that Satoru recognizes as the ones used to implicate Yuki for Kayo's murder, as well as a briquette presumed to belong to the killer.
Oh.
Realizing he is still stuck in the loop of abduction murders, Satoru takes Kayo to spend the night at his house, where Sachiko has been expecting them. So his mom understands.
Right.
Like, she doesn't understand why, but he understands. Like, in her mind, she's thinking that they're staying there because she's getting abused.
Right.
So he's like, yeah, you can stay here. The next day, Kaio has her first home-cooked breakfast in her life, leading to her to start crying. Satoru and Sachiko later accompany Kaio back to her house to confront Akame, her mother. So we go into episode 9. It's called Closure. As Akame reacts violently to the accusations of Satoru and Sachiko, she is caught red-handed by Yashiro and the consultants, who suggest that Kaio be taken into custody.
What'd you do? You start swaying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just as Akame prepares to storm off to the police, she is approached by her estranged mother, who regrets not being able to support her for having her divorce her abusive husband and raise Kaio on her own, leading Akame to lament her own actions. So Akame's, like, it would be Kaio's grandmother, basically, comes through. With Kaio going off to live with her maternal grandmother, Satoru, he turns his attention towards the other two potential victims, Hiromi Sugita, his classmate, and Aya Nakanishi, a student from a neighboring school. While keeping a watch on both Hiromi and Aya, Satoru discovers a stash of candy in Yashiro's car while being given a ride home by them. Later, Satoru goes with Kenya and Hiromi to inspect the bus, the contents of which have now been removed. So that bag
is empty.
Is gone now.
Yeah.
So the killer came back to get it.
He's either has his toolkit ready or he fucking framed somebody.
Yeah. Episode 10 is called Joy. So Satoru and his friends approach Aya, and despite some initial resistance, she starts joining them on at their hideout. Later, Satoru shadows Misato, who has kept to herself since being accused of framing Kaio. She seemingly disappears after going to the bathroom. Satoru then notices a truck belonging to Yuki's family, leaving the scene and asks Yashiro to follow it in his car. Along the way, Yashiro reveals himself to be the killer.
Yashiro?
Mm-hmm. His teacher.
Yeah, that sounded believable, actually.
Yeah.
Because the fact that he took notice of the women, because he would know which kids were being abused, and he would know which ones the parents wouldn't care for at all.
Yeah.
Would be easier to capture. Very clever of him.
Yeah, very. So he's the killer.
Yeah, okay.
And that he realized that Satoru was the one thwarting his plans. So since Satoru's in the car with him, and they're just driving, acting like they're chasing after this truck. He explains that he used Misato as bait to lure Satoru into a stolen car, which he then rolls into the frozen lake with Satoru trapped inside.
Well, damn. He got him. That's so much for the manager theory.
Yeah. The manager, wasn't it? It was the teacher.
So weird. But then he wouldn't, other schools, so he would have to, I should have checked the fucking school records is what I should have done. Like which teachers were in those places at the time. God dang.
Yeah. So we end episode 10 with Satoru. He's trapped inside of the car down an icy lake. So following Yashiro's attempt to kill him, Satoru, he wakes up in the year 2003 after spending 15 years in a coma.
Fuck.
His body continued to grow, and his mother cared for him daily. However, he has lost his memories of past events.
Oh, shit.
Satoru is visited by Kenya and Hiromi, as well as Kaio, who has become Hiromi's wife, and a mother of their infant son, who was given the feminine name Mirei, or future in Japanese. Probably the kanji.
Oh.
Some of Satoru's memories begin to return due to his friend's visits. Later, he meets a leukemia patient named Kumi, who is about to undergo surgery, as well as Yashiro himself, who changed his name to Nishizono and became a politician. So the killer became a politician.
Well, shit.
2 days before Kumi's surgery, Yashiro takes Satoru to the hospital's rooftop, where he confirms Yashiro's suspicions that he has regained his memories. Because he's like, you remember who I am, don't you?
Like, no, who are you?
So, last episode of this is called Treasure. A flashback shows that Satoru's memories returned to him after the visit from Kaio, and he told Kenya and Hiromi that Yashiro was the killer. So he's already told his friends that.
Clever.
Back on the rooftop, Yashiro boasts that his past crimes have already been past the statute of limitations, and he cannot be arrested.
Murder?
Apparently.
Murder has a statute of limitations?
Well, assuming so. He reveals he has arranged to kill Kumi with a sabotaged IV drip and to frame Satoru for her murder. The leukemia patient. Yashiro threatens to throw Satoru from the roof and make it look like a suicide. However, Satoru calls Yashiro's bluff, stating that Yashiro can't live without him. Because it's like, as a killer, you need somebody to know who you are and what you've done.
Oh, the famous recognition that thing they want?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what gets a lot of them captured.
Mm-hmm. However, Yashiro lets Satoru drop and prepares to commit suicide himself.
No, well, fuck, I'm dead.
He then discovers that Satoru has been safely caught by his friends, who set up a net below, because he already told him about how he knew who the killer was, and that they were going to. He basically said, he's probably going to take me up to the roof and throw me off.
Toss me off.
Yeah, because he's in a wheelchair. Like, Satoru can't walk because his body's
atrophied.
Yeah, pretty much. So, and Yashiro is finally arrested for attempted murder. So he can't be arrested for all the other murder. What? But he literally, like, people just seen him try to throw him off of the rooftop.
Like, ain't that politician guy?
Yeah.
Just fucking throws him off the...
7 years later, in 2010, Satoru has become a successful manga artist.
Yeah.
So original.
Oh yeah, like the one thing they never touched on the whole episode, the whole series.
One day, Satoru surprisingly encounters Irie under the same bridge where he used to sit earlier, and where he had disappeared during his last revival trip into the past, which has now reactivated itself.
So where does he go now?
That's how it ends. Like, apparently, because at the end you see the butterfly fly back by again, like something's getting ready to happen.
I wonder if he can push forward.
Maybe.
That'd be wild.
Overall, decent anime. It's got a very good mystery subplot to it.
It does.
Trying to figure it out. Give you some things to think about.
Mostly because I don't know any of their names. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. Like, half the two I don't even know. I had to see their actual faces.
Yeah, you would know it if you've seen it though.
I'm like, I'm just real confused.
You caught up. You still stayed up with most of those though.
The mystery stuff, yeah, but not the names.
Yeah,
that's the one that gave me trouble.
Satoru.
Yeah, you said the name of the killer, and I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
you're naming the teacher. Like, oh, I know who that is.
That's why I said that. That's why I said the teacher. Because hearing it, you're not gonna know necessarily the names that easily. But
it's a weird mystery.
Like I said, though, it ends with him under the bridge of a girl that it was his coworker originally, where she's underneath that same bridge, but he finds her as he's walking underneath it in 2010. Because think about it, if he's already a successful manga artist, then he never met her.
Yeah. Plus, it was 2003. He was in a coma, so he never even. And whatever he did before that,
exactly,
in the original timeline, is done.
I can't remember if his mom survived though. I'm pretty sure she did.
I hope so.
But that's what triggered it to begin with.
I guess she would, because she was keeping him alive.
Yeah.
Or she was taking care of him for all those years.
Yep. So it just shows that whenever you lose a family member in these anime, it's like it'll send you back in time.
Send you back in time. Or it'll give you that next bump in Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah.
Like, no.
And then you throw your son into the fight.
Not only do you throw your son into the fight, you give your enemy a fucking heal bean to put him back at 100%. Then you punch your son in the dick.